This is the beginning of a new day.
This is the beginning of a new day.
God has given me this day to use as I will.
I can waste it.
I can waste it.
I can waste it or use it for good.
What I do today is important.
What I do today is important.
As I am exchanging a day of my life for it.
When tomorrow comes,
this day will be gone. Forever.
This day will be gone forever.
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 Leaving something in its place. I have traded for it.
I want it to be gain, not loss.
Good.
Good.
Good, not evil.
success.
Success, not failure.
In order that I shall not forget.
In order that I shall not forget the price
I've paid for it.
Everybody get ready. Ooh, everybody get ready. Ooh, everybody get ready. Ooh, everybody get ready. Ooh, everybody get ready for Steve. Everybody get ready for TC. Everybody get ready for Steve. Everybody get ready for DC. Everybody get ready for Steve and 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 DC.
Last night I was watching some videos by one of our favorite comedians, Theo Vaughn. And Theo is just one of my favorites right now, and a lot of y'all's too, I'm sure. But he said, man, that's weird. He goes, I just got a message from somebody that just started watching my videos, and they told me I look like somebody famous. And whoever Theo was talking to, they're like, really? Who do you look like? And he goes, he said, I forget. He said, they said I look like that lesbian in Rascal Flatts. And the other guy was like a friend of Hardy and all those guys, you know, in that clique. He's like, I don't think there is a female, and particularly a lesbian, in Rascal Flatts.
No.
And he pulls them up, and it's Gary. Or Gary Levox. Yeah, they pull up Gary Levox. And he goes, oh, okay. Well, I didn't think I looked like her. And the guy's like, no, it's not a her.
I was thinking it was Joe Don Rooney for a minute, but I guess
it might have been. Who knows? I just thought that was so funny. Hey,
did you see there's a reality show now that's on Netflix. It's very funny with Jay DeMarcus from Rascal Flatts and his family. And they have it's a clever name that I can't think of it.
He's the one that was always on with the Grizzlies.
Yes.
He was popping in on the Grizzlies all the time. So he must have got bit by the reality TV show bug.
And his wife is gorgeous.
Yes, she is. Like beauty pageant. Gorgeous.
Yes. This is the Steve and DC Show.
The Steve and DC Morning Show. 95.3 The Man. Oh, Jimmy!
All right, let's take it to Jimmy Carter, world's greatest entertainment reporter. Great to have him with us every morning. Some of you say it's your favorite part of the show, and I can see why. Let's find out what's trending hot. Good morning, Jimmy from T-Town. Roll Tide.
Good morning. Getting excited about basketball. I'm nervous. It's tomorrow, but I'm ready for it to go.
Yeah, I'm nervous, too. Those Michigan Wolverines playing in Chicago against Bama 6:30 tomorrow night. And that's going to be a test, man. That's going to be a test.
And nobody thinks we can win, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I think the team will be motivated by that.
That's right.
Alan Jackson, he's saying goodbye later this year with a big concert at Nissan Stadium, Nashville. that's extremely sold out, and the tickets are high as a kite if you were trying to go to that one. This is one that's going to be interesting. It's called the 5 O'Clock Somewhere Festival, Alan Jackson's first ever 5 O'Clock Somewhere Festival, multi-day festival, Palm Beach's Waterfront Commons in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ella Langley, Old Dominion, Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band. They're still on the road. Dylan Scott, Clint Black, Shenandoah, John Anderson, Rodney Atkins, Jimmy Buffett tribute artist, and on and on and on. So, I don't know. It sounds like that'd be pretty fun. It will be June 12th through the 13th at the Palm Beach waterfront. Downtown Palm Beach is pretty expensive. You can get some Hilton Garden Inn kind of things if you go out toward the interstate, which is fine, and parking will be interesting too. But that's kind of a fun place. Heck, who knows? The Trumpster might come on down.
I wouldn't be surprised. A once-in-a-lifetime concert there with Alan Jackson, I think.
Might be interesting. Reba McEntire is going to do one night in Atoka, Oklahoma. That's where she has this museum.
Okay.
And I think they're only allowing people that live in the adjoining states to go to that.
What is it? Atoka?
Atoka, A-T-O-K-A.
Okay.
It's in the boondocks of Oklahoma. Carrie Underwood, she was on TV the other day and talking about how she's two different people. She's the show Carrie Underwood, and then when she goes home, she gets dirt on her, and she's the mom.
I believe
She said, I want my kids to remember that, that she was a mom, and that every once in a while she'd get up on stage.
Well, that's good. I like that. Yeah, I like that about Carrie.
Nice. Now, another parent that's really good, really got some ideas about things like that is Luke Combs.
Yeah.
I think it's not impossible in a year or two, or could be sooner, that he pull a Garth Brooks. That he just says, I'm off for a while.
Put it on hold.
Take off a year or two and watch those little boys grow up.
Yeah.
So right now, he stayed in a 2-bedroom home with those three. Well, I have a new baby and 2 children. And so he puts the 2 boys in one room, and then the parents are in the other room.
Oh.
I guess the baby's probably sleeping in the parents' room.
He's not in some big sprawling mansion somewhere.
No. Wow. No, he's in a 2-bedroom home. It's pretty. It's what he wanted to do early on. So he says the boys already are tight, and don't want to go anywhere without the other one.
That's one way to do it. Yeah.
So if that's what you want, and they are moving into their dream home, I think on the same property, but a little bit further away.
A little bit more square footage, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got his ideas about things like that. So it's scary. Well, they all do. It's difficult raising children when it's easy because you got money. So that one thing is out of the way, but then you got other problems about, kids being spoiled and acting like jackasses, because they got a lot of money. And then you've seen these things that are happening around the country. The law, the court had a big fine against Meta and YouTube, finding that their, appliances are unhealthy for children. At least that's what they say.
That they get addicted. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know where that's going. We'll see.
It was a $3 million fine on that after they were found guilty. I never heard the punitive damages. I don't know what they are, but it's expected to be a lot of money. A lot of money.
Yeah, that's coming. Have you seen the new preview for the Harry Potter series?
I have not.
It is. It's out there now. HBO is going to have it for us for Christmas. If you ever liked Harry Potter, it's the stories again retold. With new same characters, Ron and Harry and Hermione and all that, but with different stars, different actors.
I see.
So it's more modern version of the original that was made in 2001.
You roll those characters off again, if you would, real quick, Jimmy. Same characters.
Let's see. We had Ron Weasley.
Yeah.
Hermione Granger.
Yeah. What about
Harry?
What about Bo and Luke? Are they back?
No, Bo and Luke, they're sitting this one out, but they do have Dumbledore, and let's see who else is on that thing. I can't remember. Hagrid, that was a real favorite.
Merle
he was
Hagrid.
A half giant, half person.
Merle
Hagrid, you know him. He sang a lot of those songs, lived out in California.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, DC's excited about that. I mean, he just, he's a Harry Potter man. He just won't stop talking about it. He's excited.
Well, they think it's the biggest thing that has ever happened on streaming, which includes Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it. Harry Potter, they built a whole Harry Potter land down at Universal in
crazy.
Florida.
Hey, Jimmy, if you haven't yet and you get a chance, everybody that knows I'm an Elvis fan has said, Steve Shannon, you got to go see Epic, the Elvis deal at the Max, the IMAX. You got to go see that it will blow you away. You'll want to see it 3 or 4 more times. So if you haven't,
I haven't done it yet, but I want to do it. I've seen clips from it, but I've heard you need to see it big.
Yeah, you got to see it big. Don't wait. Yeah, and so I got to.
So that may be this weekend.
Planning to do that. Same for me. Maybe this weekend. Jimmy Carter, thank you so much as always. We're all caught up. That's what's hot this morning. From Nashville to Hollywood and beyond. And here we are at 6:48 and making a house call on a Thursday morning is our friend Dr. Brent Tidwell from Complete Health and Wellness, Alabama's Body Rejuvenation Center. And they really are. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
Good to see you, man. How are you?
Doing great.
Man, I love this weather. Today's span says 84.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know what the pollen count is, but
it's high.
It is high. I got a black vehicle. Actually, I got a yellow vehicle.
You got a yellow vehicle now?
Yeah.
You like a bumblebee now?
Yeah. It looks
black and yellow.
Big bumblebee. But I'm not complaining because I'll take sunny and 84 anytime. And Span says this may be it. We may not get another cold snap. So,
wow. That would be nice. But you know what?
Nice.
We have not passed Easter.
And we've had snow on Easter before.
I want to tell you something. I don't get my hopes up until we get past Easter.
Yeah, I agree.
And then there has been actually past that.
Yeah.
Back in, I think, the early 70s, we were like April 16th or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's the longest I think I've ever heard around this area. But
never tempt Mother Nature.
No, never tempt her.
That's right. So have you got all your planting done, or you wait until after Easter?
After Easter, baby.
Do you do a garden?
Well, we do a little bit around the farm and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because I know you talk to us about, organic and be careful about what we eat, make sure we eat clean. That's one way to do it, isn't it?
That's absolutely. Our youngest daughter, she does that.
Well, if you got somebody else that does it.
That's wonderful. We go over there, we grab a few things,
that's
and
right.
We're back to the house.
Exactly right. I thought about you this morning, Doc, because PepsiCo has announced that they are discontinuing 20 snacks. Everybody's getting on the, Make America Healthy Again kick. With
we're still winning.
Yeah, we're still winning. RFK and the Trump administration and all that. 20 snacks that you normally find in gas stations, but PepsiCo is responsible for them. They are pulling them. Here they are. You have to listen very carefully now to get these.
First, we have the Cheetos Cheese Pizza Puffs. These got replaced by the Flamin' Hot Dill Pickle Puffs. 2 cuts from Funyuns, or should I say deep cuts. The first is the sour cream and onion. The second is the spicy queso. Popcorn or sweet chili flavor is out. 2 options out for smart food as well. The first is movie theater butter. The second is the brown butter and sea salt kettle corn. Going away from Lay's are the sweet and spicy honey, the lightly salted barbecue, and the baked salt and vinegar. 3 of the poppables are getting the axe. The first 2 are the veggie sea salt and ranch. The second is the sea salt sweet potato. The Jack Links and Fritos chili cheese meat stick is out. The 16-ounce jar of Tostitos nacho cheese dip is finished. As are the $2.99 Flamin' Hot Limon Bacon Nets.
I believe that guy has been in the energy drinks this morning. But
yeah, he had a Red Bull.
Those are the 20 that they are removing for a variety of reasons, but it says they're trying to make America healthy again.
I want to tell you something. America does not know what all of this food's caused to them. I mean, it is literally.
You have taught us that. I'm amazed.
I'm going to tell you something. It is literally. I had a lady.
She ought to be illegal.
I can't tell you her name, but she's been a patient of mine for many years. And she was in Monday. Hadn't seen her in a little while. She came back in last week. So this is like the second time here in the last week she's been in. And this lady is horrendously I promise she's eat up with inflammation. Okay? I can tell. And the thing is she's sitting there and she said, I just really need you to help me. I said, okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get you over to Dr. Knight. We're going to do some blood work and all this. So I go through what we're going to do for her. And she goes, well, my doctor's quit and I've got a new doctor and I don't know. And I'm sitting there going, and I looked at her, I said, do you want to get better? Oh, yeah. But she won't listen to you. And that's the problem with a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
It goes in one ear, out the other. They won't listen. They've been to multiple doctors. They're not getting better. But I'm telling you, when the people come see us, if you'll give us the time, we will turn your life around.
We got so many success stories, man.
But you have to give us the time. You have to be bought. You have to buy in, just like Nick Saban's
buy
players
into the process. You have to
That's
commit.
right. You have to buy into the process. And if you're not willing to do that,
you're not going to come out the other end. I promise you.
Yeah.
It's just like Nick Saban. You remember that first year? He had all kind of players. He was suspending them, everything else, because they didn't buy in.
That's right.
Well, guess what? That's what we do. It's when you don't buy in, we suspend you. At that point, because we have limited spaces available at our clinic, and we can't take everybody.
That's right.
And so when somebody's not buying in, we just nicely, send you somewhere else.
But I bet.
But you're not going to get better.
That's right. And I bet when people do buy in,
they're elated.
And you don't have people that drop out after, they buy in because they're getting those good results and they're feeling better than they felt since they were a kid.
Yes, absolutely. And it's because, let's go back to this food. I'm telling you, every bit of that, all these seed oils, I'm telling you, seed oils, if you said there's probably two things, seed oils and all these diet drinks. I'm telling you, and the fructose corn syrup. Those three right there are your top three things. Is these just artificial sweeteners, the fructose corn syrup, the seed oils have literally obliterated our bodies.
And Doc, we're
into nothing but inflammation.
And I want you to tell us more about what that does to your body in a minute, the inflammation. But look, I'm guilty. I feel no guilt when I have a diet drink or one of these zero sugar drinks. I'm like, oh, I'm doing so much better. I'm doing good. I'm doing so much better. Am I really?
No, absolutely not. I want to tell you, now on the same token, you don't need to go out here and just swap from Diet Coke straight to Coke. And let's say you're drinking 6 of them a day, okay? No, you do not need to do that. You'll have your blood sugars out the yazoo. Yeah. Okay, I will tell you that.
Yeah. But what if you switch to water or flavored water?
That's a whole lot better. Water, okay? Switch to water, it's kind of like when you're, if you're a big sweet tea drinker, we're in the South here, okay?
Yeah.
Start doing half and half.
Yeah.
Cut back.
That's a start.
That's a good start. You got to start somewhere. You don't just, it's hard to cold turkey things. And, but start that way. But I'm telling you, you have to get your gut healthy before you're going to get healthy, because it all starts, and that's your methylation process, okay? That's where your body converts your food into energy and all the things it needs, okay?
Hearing you talk about methylation, you've done it for so long and so well on our show here and taught us about it and even what it is, that it's kind of like you're like James Spann with respect the polygon.
That's
now
right.
We know about methylation because
that's
of
right.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the methylation. And that's the thing is, it's not anything new. We've been doing methylation since the beginning of time. Everybody's just finding out about it now. But Adam and Eve, they methylated the apple.
Oh, come on.
They
really?
Methylated that apple.
I love it.
Not in a good way, but
they did.
But they did. So Adam, when he ate that apple, he methylated it. And I went into that stomach, and he got nutrients from it. So that's what happens with our food. But when you're putting things in that your body cannot handle, then that's where what it does is it starts clogging your cells up, and it clogs the membrane of that cell up, and then all of a sudden, that's where inflammation starts setting up. And it just clogs your whole, it's just smog in your body.
Talk to us about the inflammation, and if we have it, like you said that woman did, and you knew it, tell us about the repercussions of it when we're inflamed.
You hurt, your joints hurt, you hurt all over, you have indigestion problems, you have, you can't, how many people just, after they eat, they have to go eat a handful of Tums. Well, what's happening there, that's actually making it worse, guys. Is because then the floor of your stomach, it just, all the Tums, all that stuff, it just keeps messing it up even worse.
A lot of people right now, just heard you say that, and I guarantee you there's some people in their cars and trucks right now that just went, damn, he's talking to me.
Yeah.
A lot
tell you what?
A lot of us.
Guess what? I had to look in the mirror years ago and go, I had to talk to myself, because I was that person.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be honest, I was that person because I didn't understand it like I do now. That's why they call, when you're in practicing. You're constantly learning.
I see.
The day you quit learning, you need to go to the house and do whatever.
Yeah, park the bus, right?
That's right, because
the bus.
You just quit. When you quit learning, you quit learning, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway, we just got to do that. And but that's why, I had to look in the mirror years ago. I was that person. Dr. Knight was that person.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He
Dr.
wasn't
Knight
even,
was way worse than I was.
Didn't even want to get out of bed. He told us he was so bad off.
No. He had to go down to Clearwater. Finally found somebody down in Clearwater, Florida, and I'm almost certain it's the same place that my grandmother went back in the 70s.
Really?
Yeah. So Clearwater's a hot button for all kind of just natural stuff, those type things. I go down there a lot. I was down there not long ago training. And actually just a few weeks ago. And but anyway, it's that you once you learn this type of stuff and understand it, it's like reading a road map. It's like if I took back in the day before we had GPS and all, if I told you, hey, I need you to go to Las Vegas, but I didn't give you a road map.
Right.
Okay?
That's not going to end well.
That's not probably going to, you don't even know what direction to go.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's
so
true.
you might know it's west.
Yeah.
But that's about it. So you just start heading west.
Speaking of that,
your office gives patients a roadmap.
That's right. We give you a roadmap
to where you want them
when
to
we
be.
do the methylation test. It tells us what to take, what not to take. I get people all the time, I take vitamins. That is not a good statement to make, okay? Is just, I take vitamins. I take a multivitamin. Wow.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, those are great. I mean, it's kind of like, do you even know what you need to take?
That'll heal you.
Because I promise you, I guarantee you, probably 90% of Americans are taking vitamins that they don't even need.
And you'll end up like the guy that I just saw. We had some breaking news. There was a bad accident on Skyline. I've never seen this in my life. The car is completely flipped over. They're shutting down the road here, Skyland, where the intersection down where Waffle House is.
Right.
Yeah.
And it seems everyone's trying to figure out, how does that happen? How does the car end up on its roof? But it's completely flipped over. They're checking the individuals that were in the car out.
Right, nobody's hurt bad.
Yeah, to make sure that, but you can tell that it's going to be quite a mess and quite a lot of cleanup down there.
So y'all avoid that if you can.
Yeah.
You got stuck in it, didn't you?
I did, and I'm telling you, if you take vitamins like that you don't know what you're taking, you'll end up on your head.
That's right.
You're upside down.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, you're spending a lot of money for nothing, okay? Because if your body doesn't need it, you're wasting your money. Come to us, spend a little money, and find out what you need, and then at this point, the rest of your life, you know what your body can handle. Like, for instance, if you're taking, let's do a methylated B complex versus just a normal B complex. If your body, like me, I can't take B12, normal B12, like cyanocobalamin. I have to take methacobalamin, okay? And so if I'm taking these others, it's actually going to hurt my body versus taking my methylcobalamin, which helps it. So,
and you don't know what brands are good.
That's right. This day and time, and I'm telling you guys, most of the stuff at these stores are a bunch of junk.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm being honest, because they have fillers, they have all kind of stuff.
You are wasting your money.
You're wasting your money, and
just to feel like you're doing something.
That's right. Quit. Yeah, there you go. I love that. Quit taking something to feel like you're doing good, but you're not.
Yep.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I still feel like crap.
Yes.
Yeah. Like me, I thought I should get, sorry, Doc, a cookie for switching to Diet Coke.
Right.
Yeah, but not necessarily so. Or Coke Zero, not necessarily so.
It's kind of like this. Think of this. And if anybody works at one of these out there, listen to me and help change this.
Yeah.
But, it's kind of like, I know people that have left a cancer center. Maybe they're cancer-free now, and they hand them a Coke and cookies. What does cancer feed off of?
Coke and cookies.
Sugar. And if you don't believe me, go get a PET scan, because guess what they're going to give you so that the cancer lights up like a Christmas tree? They're going to give you sugar, because that's what then lights up the cancer, guys.
That's right.
All right? So I promise you.
All disease feeds off that stuff.
Inflammation, cancer, all of these. It's kind of like, if you got cancer, get off sugar today. Turkey it, leave it alone, because you can't. And when I'm talking about sugar, it's not just a cookie, it's not a Coke, it's carbs, it's all this stuff.
I'll tell you again.
You got to quit it. And that's the thing, is you starve it to death. And I'm not saying you're going to be 100% healed, but I promise you it's going to start in a better direction.
Listen, researchers gave sugar and then they gave heroin to rats. The rats didn't care about the heroin.
They wanted sugar.
They only wanted the sugar. They left the heroin alone, and they went to the Oreos.
It's that addictive.
Yep.
Well, hey, look, we're seeing some social media giants now being ordered to pay up in a big way because of the fact that they're saying some of that could be addicting for children. Well, hang on a second. In RFK, I know you always talk about, Doc, and rightly so, Make America Healthy Again is taking a look at some of these things that also get us addicted that are hurting or killing us.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I'm telling you, I've heard me say this before. There are labs out there that does nothing but figure out what activates our T1Z receptor in the backside of our tongue. And at that point, I mean, it's addictions, just like you said.
Yes.
It's worse than freaking drugs.
So, it's overwhelming, and everybody's busy. And, that's another thing. Fast food for a reason. Fast food.
Yes.
We're in a hurry. We're busy. We got families. We got children. We got a job. All that stuff. And so sometimes what goes on the back burner? Our health.
Yes.
Our health. What could be more important than staying alive for your children?
It's an honor to get into Complete Health and Wellness. If you can get a slot there, you should feel honored.
That's exactly
He's
right.
doing the most cutting-edge stuff in this area. You need to call 205-343-7743 and just pray you can get in.
And, Doc, it starts with a blood test, doesn't it?
Starts with a blood test. Quick thing is, we've got the new pelvic chair. Had a lady 3 visits in, and she had, for over 2 years, this lady's had pain, urgency, everything in the world, okay? I've known this lady for a long time. And I know she's been to different doctors. They've done even a couple of little minor surgeries to her to try to fix this. Nothing. 3 visits, this lady is 40% better as of Monday.
Wow.
No, excuse me, Tuesday.
Wow.
I didn't see her yesterday. I think I'll see her today. I'll let her and say, let's see where she's at today. But I'm telling you, she's 40% better. She said, in 3 visits, I've already seen a major change.
Incredible.
So if anybody's got any type of female problems, male problems,
and
far as like inflamed prostate, we're talking about inflammation. We got the ticket for it now.
Affects everything.
Listen, Susie posted this just a couple weeks ago, and she says, I became a patient at Complete Health and Wellness here 2 years ago. I can honestly say it was the best decision I ever made. I feel better now than I did 20 years ago.
That's right. That's a lot. That says a lot.
I mean, that says it all.
And another thing, before we wrap, I want to hit on this too, because I think this affects so many of us, including all of us here on the show. You're not just getting older, and maybe you've lost some get up and go. Maybe that your sex drive is not what it used to be. Maybe a lot of things aren't what they used to be. It may be a hormone issue. Could be for men, testosterone, for women, estrogen, and all that stuff. So you need to get that checked, and they treat it like nobody else does, really, if you're low on the hormones, and that is life-changing, too. So consider that. It's routine stuff when you first go, and they check you out from head to toe. How do we get in to see you, Doc?
Give us a call, 205-343-7743, complete-healthandwellness.com. And if you want to change your life, come see us.
That's
but if you don't, stay home.
Yes.
I love the honesty.
If you're not serious about
if you're not serious, don't come see us.
Don't waste one of their...
This way, I would hate for somebody that doesn't want to feel better to feel better. That would be terrible.
That's not right. And I would hate for somebody that wants to and they can't get in.
Look, if you're driving to work right now and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to get home and take a nap. Look, if you feel like crap and you enjoy it, don't go see Dr. Tittle.
That's right.
Complete Health and Wellness. It truly is Alabama's Body Rejuvenation Center. We're lucky to have him right here in T-Town. That is for sure. Also, you check him out online as well.
That's right.
Repeat that, if you would, the website just one more time.
Complete-healthandwellness.com.
They're the best.
How's Smoking Hot doing?
Oh, Smoking Hot. She's smoking, baby.
Still smoking?
That's right. She's still smoking.
Big Stephen D.C. bear hug to Smoking Hot. That's Doc's wife if you're new to the program.
Yeah.
Smoking Hot. She lives up to the name.
And watch out for a car flipped over on Skyland Boulevard today. Right down by the Waffle House and that intersection. I know Audio Bob went down to check out the scene a second ago. What is it, Bob?
Hang on a second. We got an update for your commute this morning.
I spoke to the officer. He said they'll have it cleaned up in a bit. Unbelievably, nobody's injured. Nobody's hurt.
Wow.
Yeah, and apparently one car was going Skyland into like where the Lowe's is, and one was coming down 69 going south and just clipped him and flipped over. It was a lower car and kind of an SUV.
Yeah, I wondered how in the world it ended up on its roof. You know,
but everybody's safe. Nobody's hurt.
That's great.
Well, that is
Not
amazing.
a scratch on anybody.
Yeah, shocking.
Good news. We will keep you updated as we head through the commute this morning. Dr. Brent Tidwell, Complete Health and Wellness. Thank you, sir. God bless. Hey, where are you most likely to be abducted by aliens? Now, I know that sounds crazy.
No, not really. But I can answer that.
I knew you. DC, this has you written all over it, actually. They've released the 2026 most likely place to be abducted by an alien.
Brookwood, Alabama.
It came in number 2. I'm talking about the state where there are more UFO and alien sightings than any other state. I was surprised, actually.
I don't think...
it's not where you would think.
We're number 1. But Alabama does, we have our fair share of sightings. We do.
Have the state with the most and the state with where you're least likely.
I know they get a lot in Arizona. I know they get a lot in, is it Florida or Georgia? Or Florida-Georgia line.
It's Delaware is the state.
I wouldn't have thought that.
With the most alien or UFO sightings. Delaware is the state most likely for an alien abduction.
Well,
alien abduction. I would have guessed Mississippi because there was a time when it was always some old farmer in Mississippi that saw the UFOs way back in the day.
I don't know if y'all remember that movie that came out in the 90s about the true story of the Mississippi boys that were taken.
Now, they were supposedly probed.
That's a really interesting... There's been a bunch of documentaries about it.
Yeah, do you believe them? The farmers in Mississippi?
I believe the one guy that I just don't think he has any reason to make it up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can make fun of it now and say, yeah, there ain't nothing out there, then I think you're nuts.
Yeah,
there's something going on.
Delaware, the number 1 state where you're most likely to be abducted, according to this story. And this surprised me, too. The state in the United States where you're least likely, they have the least UFO sightings, is Louisiana.
Well, okay.
They're afraid of them Cajuns is what it is. Them Cajuns don't play, and them aliens don't want to, tussle with them Cajuns.
Yeah, so how does the planning meeting go in space or on planet whatever? I mean, when they sit down to say, okay, which states will we be probing this year?
And by the way, is that how they sound?
I don't think so. But I can't do it. I'm sure it's in a different language. You know,
it would have to be. They don't speak English. That's better. That's
Delaware.
Yeah.
But why would you pick Delaware?
I don't know.
In the planning meeting.
That's going to be one of my first questions.
On Xenu, Planet Xenu, they say, Delaware. Is it because it is kind of a quiet, less populated state?
Maybe it is. But I would have dang sure picked Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, where were they ranked? Because there's always sightings in Arizona.
I only have the state where you're most likely to be abducted and the least likely, and it's Delaware and Louisiana.
Okay.
And that's all I have.
Go to YouTube and type in, weird lights in Arizona, and you'll see hundreds of videos.
And you know what? You've watched every one of them.
And Brookwood, Alabama.
Well, that was number 2. I do have
There's some stuff going on in Brookwood.
Yeah. And you know who knows all the secrets but won't give anything up? Mayor Joe Barger.
Of course.
Yeah, but you know
knows what's up.
He ain't talking.
The Steve and DC Morning Show. 95.3 The Bear.
Another famous Steve and DC phone sham call on 95.3 The Bear.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning this morning. Is this Lur?
Yeah, that's me.
Lur, my name is Virginia Jefferson with the Daytona Beach Holiday Inn. I need to confirm a few things about your reservation if you have a moment to speak with me.
Yeah, of course. Anything you need. I mean, we're looking forward to this trip. So.
Oh, that's just wonderful. It looks like, I have you down for 4 days, 5 nights. Let's see, and there'll be 4 guests in your room.
Yep.
Now, it looks like your mother, Laura, has already taken care of the bill.
Yep.
How nice. She paid for the full spring break stay and also the security package.
What's the security package exactly? I haven't heard of that yet.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a new service. We just want to, make sure these college kids like you are safe when you're with us here. For instance, we're going to ask that any loud noise or loud music end by 10 p.m., and none of that should start before 10 a.m.
Oh, I mean, that's no big deal. I mean, that shouldn't be a problem. I don't think we're going to be spending too much time in the room anyway.
That's great. It's good to hear. Now 10 p.m. is also your curfew under the security package.
No,
but we're pretty lenient about it. I'm going to be honest with you. As long as you're in your room by 10:15, there won't be any trouble.
I don't think that's right. That's not fair. You can't put a curfew on what we're doing. Like, you can't put a curfew on us. We're probably going to be out later than just 10. And what happens after 10? Do you lock the doors?
No. We just report the violation to your mother, since she paid for this. Just like if we see any boys enter your room, or if you wear something too revealing, like with your bathing suit and such.
No, you can't do that. That doesn't even make sense. We're not breaking any laws. Who cares what kind of swimsuits that we wear? This isn't fair.
Honey, I'm just telling you what's in this security package that your mama paid for.
Look, I don't care what my mom paid for. I'm an adult. I don't need my mom or anybody else babysitting me.
Well,
we'll just pay for the room ourselves without this stupid security
There won't
package.
be a problem. Let me see here. Let's see, with the advance charge and the special spring break rent, that comes to $817.86. The actual amount now may change at checkout.
Okay. I guess I can't actually do this right now. Just look, keep the reservation, but I need to talk to my mom about this.
Oh, absolutely. I understand. In fact, you don't even have to call your mama, because you see, she's already listening.
Excuse me?
Well, your mother is the one who wrote the this morning show and asked that you be phone shammed on 95.3 The Bear.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Why do you embarrass me?
Laura, your mom said she just wanted to scare some sense into you before you hit Daytona Beach for spring break.
Well, I got the message.
Now, you behave and you have fun down there. Don't do anything Virginia Jefferson wouldn't do. And have a blessed day.
This is the Steve and DC Show.
Yesterday at the first responders lunch, I'm telling you, I've not laughed that much in a long time.
Do you know how far back Officer Martha Lindsay Hocutt, animal control now? Do you know how far back we go?
That's what I was thinking about. I mean, I know.
Oh, my God.
For she and I, it goes back to Christopher's.
Oh, I know that.
In Tuscaloosa.
When we were doing when we were baby DJs, at Z102.
And I wasn't old enough to be in the bar,
but the radio station would broadcast from there,
and Martha would make sure I could get in the door.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
To just be on the radio.
Yeah, you weren't drinking.
No, I wasn't there to drink.
You were working.
I was there to get the party started.
Yeah, well, she used to come hang out at my apartment at parties that I would have. We had mutual friends, and she was often there. And just between me and you, I used to kind of get excited because she'd come in her uniform. She'd come in her sheriff's department uniform.
Yes,
And I just said, I don't know. That's something I thought was so cool about that. I'm partying, and she's got on her sheriff's deputy uniform. And there's just something cool about that. But we go way, way back. And by the way, when I came back, and I came back here before you did, DC, when we were separated, and I came back, it was supposed to be a secret for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
What?
My phone rang. And it was Officer Martha Lindsay Hocutt.
Oh, no.
And she said, either I saw a guy driving down Skyland Boulevard in a black SUV that was you, and you're in Tuscaloosa, or it was your double.
And it was you.
And she spotted me. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So anyway.
And one other thing I just wanted to say about all the officers that were there at the first responders lunch. We don't say it enough. Don't thank them enough for just what great folks they are, how they put their lives on the line. You know, I was saying, because they were downplaying how their job is it's very tough. And they were comparing some things we do on the radio. And I'm like, well, hold it. We don't wonder whether or not, we're going to make it home at night.
Yeah. Rarely do we get shot at. I mean, on occasion.
Every once in a while.
Not that often.
But they're heroes, and we just appreciate them very much.
First responders lunch, we do it every single month. It is the last Wednesday in the month. Okay, so yesterday we were talking about Kip Tyner and Alberta and the coyotes they've been spotting over there. And speaking of animal control, they were called in. They have captured and relocated 3 of the coyotes, and now they're looking for others roaming in Alberta. Those things will take your little dogs and your little cats and everything else if you're not careful.
They absolutely will.
So right as we're talking about that and how the coyotes are over there, this story has just happened. A JetBlue flight that was flying to New York City had to turn around and return to the airport after, as it was taking off, it hit a coyote on the runway. Have the coyotes gone wild? Yeah, listen to this.
We got on the plane, everything was going good. We heard a thud, and then after the thud, we still took off. We were up in the air for about 10, 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden the captain came on and said, this is the flight crew. And we heard that thud, we hit a coyote. We are now on our way back to Providence, PBD. We thought it was actually a joke at first. We were like, is that like code for something else? Like, what's going on? We didn't know.
Yeah, is that code for something else? You would think so, maybe. You've heard of planes when a bird flies into the engine of the plane, it can bring a plane down. It's happened before.
Yeah.
It's happened before. But now a coyote on the runway as the plane's trying to take off the JetBlue flight. It had to literally, as it was about to go up, turn around and come back and land.
What is going on with that?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what's going on with it. The coyotes apparently are feeling randy.
Apparently. I bet I know.
It's mating season.
I have learned exactly. Anytime it's the mating season and the males are out there and they'll do anything.
Yeah, they're looking.
They will do anything.
Yeah, typical.
To get them some.
Just typical.
The Steve DC Morning Show, 95.3 The Bear.
Oh, I've got something to tell you in a moment that about Elvis Presley.
Yeah. Tell me now.
I bet you don't know.
Yeah.
I hope you don't, because and it's something that I'm obsessed with now, and I think you will be too.
Yeah.
Did you know what his absolutely favorite sandwich was?
Well, yeah.
Good. What do you think it is?
Everybody talks about it. It's the fried peanut butter and banana sandwich.
It's not. Now, that was one that he loved, but there was only one that he got in an airplane multiple times. His plane would take his entire crew and all the mafia.
Was it a cheeseburger?
Nope. And in one setting, they flew to Colorado and got 35 of these sandwiches.
Now, I have heard a story about him firing up the Lisa Marie, that was his private plane, in the middle of the night to go get this food item. But I just always thought, although I don't know why he wouldn't fly to get a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich, because his cook made those right at Graceland.
That's right.
So I don't know what it was. I'm intrigued by this.
Oh, okay. So I'm watching this movie last night, and it was a great little romantic comedy. And when the couple were meeting for the first time, she's an Elvis fan, and he's like, "Wait a minute!" And he's a doctor, and he's like, "Wait a minute! You know that thing about how when he passed away, there were 40 pounds of impacted that Elvis talk about that."
Yeah.
And he said, "I can tell you what it was. It was a sandwich that he was so obsessed with, he would fly in the middle of the night. They'd go anywhere to get these. And when they got the 35 sandwiches, they finished 32 of them on the way back to Memphis."
I gotta know where they went and what it was.
So they flew to get something called Fool's Gold.
Okay, never heard this.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe we've never heard this. And it's all over. You go to Wikipedia and it explains how true it is.
Okay, what is it?
It is a sandwich that it's so delicious. However, it holds the record for the most calories of any sandwich ever.
Love it already.
There are 10,000 calories in one of them. So Fool's Gold, and we've got to make this, is you start with a loaf of white bread.
A loaf?
A loaf. You dip it in butter.
Like it already.
Melted butter.
Uh-huh.
Then you completely hollow it out.
Okay.
You then take an entire jar of creamy peanut butter.
See, there you go.
And put it in.
Okay.
An entire jar of grape jelly.
I love grape jelly on everything.
And then
bacon.
2 pounds of bacon.
I was guessing.
2 pounds of bacon. You bake it for, I believe it's like 11 minutes.
Because it's a loaf hollowed out with all that in it. Peanut butter and bacon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before you put it in the oven, you take the melted butter again,
drizzle,
and you put it on top.
Yeah, you got to drizzle.
Slather it.
Yeah, slather it.
Bake it for 11 or 12 minutes.
Drizzle and slather.
And then when you take it out, at the end of that romantic comedy, each of them didn't know that the other one had made it as a surprise for them. And I'm telling you, that sandwich looks amazing.
As a big old Elvis fan, and I mean that literally, as a big old Elvis fan, I never knew that, and I've never had that, and that has got to be front and center right stinking now to try.
Here it is.
And they flew, oh, that looks so good. And they flew on the plane to get it in the middle of the night, and they got 35 of them.
Yes, the sandwich's famous connection to the singer Elvis Presley is the source of its legend and interest. According to the life and cuisine of Elvis Presley, Presley and his friends many times took his private jet from Graceland to various cities to get a fool's gold loaf. They purchased, in one case, 32 of the sandwiches and spent 2 hours eating them and drinking champagne before flying home.
Wow.
The story became legend, and the sandwich is now the subject of much interest.
All right, we got to have it in here. Fool's gold. Look, I'll pay somebody to make it for us. And I'll buy the ingredients. I'll buy the bacon and the peanut butter and the loaf of bread and
the
all
jelly.
That. And the grape jelly. God, don't forget that.
They say that when you bite into it, because when they did it in the thing I was watching, they're like, it doesn't even taste like you think it's going to taste.
And
it's
10,
so good.
10,000 calories.
It's the most caloric sandwich ever. It's 10,000 calories.
All over that. Stinking all over that.
But Elvis loved it, and I just can't believe you didn't know that.
I know. First of all, as an Elvis fan, I'm embarrassed, DC. I am hanging my head
in shame.
Right now. I should have known that. But you know what? By God, I know now.
Yes.
The Stephen DC Morning Show, 95.3 The Fan.
You know, we report the messed up news on the Stephen DC show, and we don't have to go far to look for it. Today, it is so plentiful. I've never seen it this plentiful.
Man,
I don't even know how. We don't even have time to do all the stories
it's
today.
Just one of them days.
So it's just one of them days. This March 26th,
yes,
2026. It is truly just one of them days.
It's messed up news.
So y'all lean in to hear this.
Oh, it's worse than the plague. It's worse than the blues. It's really, really messed up news.
Start with this. Indianapolis, a police officer arrived on the scene of a crime. Mm-hmm. The Indianapolis city police officer, they became suspicious because of the smell of the breath, was legally drunk.
What? The bride was drunk?
The cop was drunk.
Oh, the cop was drunk?
No, it was a police officer showed up on the scene of a crime.
And he was drunk.
They became suspicious when they smelled the breath, and the police officer was drunk.
Well, it's good.
I'm sorry, it's not a he, it's a she.
Okay.
They said she's the only cop who carries a Colt 45.
It's good to have, a police officer drunk and driving.
And all of it.
Around.
And everything he said.
And what happened after that? Did they?
It does not say. I assume the person, she was fired and arrested.
I would hope so. Yeah.
And this is another one this morning that is into us. Some people will consider this messed up. Some people will consider it progress.
Okay.
I don't like it, but I mean, you know what I know. A humanoid robot could be taking your order at McDonald's in the future, as McDonald's is testing in some markets a creepy humanoid robot that will be the person taking your order when you pull up to the McDonald's drive-thru or in the restaurant.
That will make me not go to McDonald's.
Yep.
Nope.
Even for a big arch that we love?
I do love that sandwich, but this is wrong in every way. And when the robots take over, and you need to watch Terminator and see what happens, it's not going to be good, folks.
So that's
going to be good. And speaking of...
Hopefully they'll put the robot in charge of the ice cream machine at McDonald's.
Yes. Speaking of that sort of thing, have you heard this story and seen the photos? It's crazy, messed up, of the Bigfoot Junior, like a little child Bigfoot.
The Bigfoot Junior. Maybe Bigfoot had a baby.
Yes. There's photos, and of course the internet is, ripping it apart in terms of is it real or not.
Yeah.
But a lady in Alabama says that she and her family were camping when they got this photo. And you know what I say about it. Yeah.
I've always thought that there was something in them woods.
I've always thought there
Is
was
that the lady?
And I think it is.
Yeah.
And
so what did this thing look like in the picture?
Steve, I can't wait to show you the photo of this.
Like a little child?
I must have looked at it for an hour straight.
A little child with really big feet?
Yeah, let me pull up the picture because I tell you.
I've always thought that there was something in them woods.
So Bigfoot has a child, apparently.
Yes.
I mean, what age kid did it look like it was?
I would say like a 9-year-old or so.
Little 9-year-old. Was it all hairy like its daddy?
Yeah. Yes, but it was just small. It was just a. So here, let me. I think
a mini Bigfoot.
I believe I've located
captured in the or a picture captured in the woods in Alabama.
Yes, in Alabama.
No other details available.
And there are a lot of folks saying they think it is real.
Mm-hmm.
The lady,
well, of course,
the lady says they heard a weird sound. You know,
yeah,
that's what a lot of folks talk about. The experiences that they make weird sounds and that they smell horrible. You ever heard that?
Well, I can imagine. I mean, think about it. They're hairy and they have no way to wipe. I hate to be graphic, but I don't know how else to put it.
Well,
so they're going to smell. They're going to smell bad.
That's a very good point.
Although the bears figure it out, so why doesn't Bigfoot?
Yeah. So you've got to see it. I'm going to put it up on our Facebook
good.
page.
I want to see
there
that.
it is. There it is.
All right, go to the 95.3 Bear Face Bag page in a few minutes. We'll have that up for you to see.
There it is. And that's kind of zoomed in on it. But if you pull back, you can see how short it is.
Yeah, it is. It's like a Bigfoot 9'10", something like that. Maybe.
Right. So I guess Bigfoot maybe has a family, a Bigfoot wife.
Yeah. You can tell it's a kid because look, he's got a video game controller in his hand.
My gosh, I didn't see that.
I've always thought that there was something in them woods.
All right, one final messed up story, and we're not in competition here on the most messed up, but this could win the prize.
Yes.
All right, very odd. A woman in Tennessee has filed a lawsuit against a local pharmacy.
Okay.
Against a pharmacy. She thought she was buying birth control patches.
Oh, no.
But they turned out to be nicotine patches.
Oh, boy.
But the good news is her baby is now down to half a pack a day.
Oh, it's worse than the plague. It's worse than the blues. It's really, really messed up news.